Alright, we're going to take a look at a few little tips when you're working in Adobe Bridge. Now I've had to scale mine down a little bit to fit in my viewing area, but the same principle applies. And the first thing I need to just mention is the fact, as you can see, I have mine set up so it's currently showing me the name of the file and the date and the size, all this information, but as a result, of course, I can't see as many of the files open at the same time. So a nice little way to fix that is just press Command or Control T, and that just toggles on and off all that information. See how much more information I'm able to see now just because I don't have all that typed there, so I can see a lot more of my files. You can also use another keyboard shortcut if you want to toggle between these different views at the very bottom where you could actually click on them. You can also press Command or Control and the backslash key, and that will toggle through the various views that are built into Bridge. So instead of having to click on them to decide which one you want to look at, you just simply keep pressing that little toggle and it will switch. It's just Command or Control and the backspace key. Now the other thing we can take advantage of, which is very, very cool, is the ability to do a slideshow. So I'm just going to select some of the images in Bridge and press Command or Control L, and that goes into this nice little slideshow. It'll tell you how many images there are and so on, but what's very cool about this is you can actually look at the images big and then rank them. So you just press any number from 1 to 5. I want to rank this a 4, and then move on to the next one and make this a 3, and so on, and basically you're just scrolling through the images, and if you ever come along one that you actually want to open in Photoshop, just press O for open, and it jumps you into Photoshop. You can sort of partially see here on my filming area that's actually Photoshop that we're in. If I want to zip back and forth between Photoshop and Bridge, I press Command Shift or Control Shift O, and that switches back to Bridge. If I press it again, it switches back to Photoshop. So a very quick way to go back and forth. Now check it out, see how this image now has that little symbol. That's an indication that the file is currently open. So that's just a few little tips here. There's a lot more you can do with Bridge, but that will at least get you started taking advantage of the way Bridge works very nicely with Photoshop. Yes, you can have all sorts of fun in Bridge depending on knowing the right keyboard shortcut to press. You just never know what might happen. I'm Dave Cross. We'll see you next time.